Hey, this is Scott.
And this is Jay.
And this is Scott and Jay Show. And so here we're at Jude's Health and Java House.
Yes.
On a beautiful Saturday afternoon.
He remembered and didn't have to look at the picture. Yay! Finally.
I always want to say Jude's for your health. That's why I mess up.
Jude's Health and Java House.
Jude's
for your health
and Java House.
You can say that afterwards, but you know.
Yeah. So I'm enjoying a fine blue velvet coffee here at...
Is that velvet?
No, that's blue velvet. So anyway,
only available at Jude's Health and Java.
Right down here.
Right in the shiny spot.
So if you were to vote for the #1, where would you say is the best place to get a hamburger in Bartlesville? So we're asking one of the ladies here at Jude's. I was going to say Murphy's.
That's a good place.
Yeah,
I was going to say if you say McDonald's.
I like Brahms.
Yeah. Brahms?
Brahms?
Yeah. Okay, so my
what
favorite.
About Murphy's?
But Murphy's is like well-known.
Well-known.
And it's not like a
And it's local, yeah.
Yeah, Murphy's.
So I'm going to have to say Murphy's.
I loved TK's. They had an awesome burger.
I don't know TK's.
Then and another good burger is Montana Mike's. They have pretty good burgers.
Do they?
Yeah.
So if we were to vote on the best one, I'd have to say
hamburger steak, hands down. It wins it. I mean, the hot hamburger.
Hot hamburger. These with the gravy overall. Yeah.
I miss that so much. if I could eat a bad food,
yeah,
that would be
the bad food. We should go there and eat that. We should go over there and have a. I haven't had a hot hamburger in so long. We should just do that. Okay.
Man, I don't want to clog my arteries. That's good stuff, though. Man, it's good.
Great. It's in Bartlesville. It's on the west side of town on Frank Phillips. So if you're visiting Bartlesville, you're wanting to know where to go to eat, or if you're in Bartlesville and just looking for a good place to get just a down, and I don't want to say down and dirty, but a down and
a good cafe style, greasy spoon style burger
diner. Bam. There you go.
Murphy's, good stuff. And Murphy's was actually featured on Discovered Oklahoma recently. I did not know that, and I saw it the other day. Saw it on the internet, and everything on the internet's true. I didn't until the other day.
No. Well, that's good.
Now I do. So knowing is half the battle.
You know, with all that good talk about food and stuff like that, why don't we take a break here and pause while we take a station break, and we'll be right back with the Scott and Jay Show.
First, I wanted to get into the numbers of procrastination. We told everybody that we were going to get into those, and I really wanted to get into them.
They're fascinating. They're interesting.
Oh my gosh, they're amazing.
I think there's some material there that's like
I'm amazed. I was just absolutely amazed. So let's just jump into it. What do you think?
Okay.
Unless you had your book.
What?
You wanted to talk about the book, so let's go ahead and talk about the book.
Oh, okay.
We'll get to that later.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you don't mind, let me just jump in here real quick.
That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
The book of the week, The Power of Habit by Charles Duhigg. Good book. I've read it before, but it bears reading again. So we'll be going into that this week. So everybody who's following on the Scott and Jay Show, if you want to follow along, The Power of Habit. It's a good book. Highly recommend it.
Yes.
Yep.
I've read it.
You have?
No, I have not.
Oh, you haven't?
No, I've read a lot of other books. You've suggested a lot. If you go back and watch the old Scott and Jay Show, Scott has suggested some really good books that I've gone back and read.
Lose It was one.
Yeah, and
can't remember the other.
The Millionaire Next Door. Recommended. I read that one. There's been some others, but I can't think of all the ones that I've read.
You know, you just bought a house on, should I say what street it's on?
Yeah, on Hillcrest, Cherokee area.
That's right. I keep forgetting it's not Cherokee, it's Hillcrest.
I'm actually Hillcrest, yeah.
Okay. So if you're in Bartlesville, or if you're visiting Bartlesville and you drive down, well, we had OK Mozart this last week.
Yes.
Big success, I'm sure. Randy Thompson and the crew, they always do a good job. OK Mozart all this week. We talked about it the last show. This week, while you're driving on Cherokee, there was these white swans that you notice in front of people's houses.
Yeah, the thing about those that drive me insane is, like, you start at, like, Adams, and you see one of the houses is, like, 19-something. Their address isn't 19-something. It's, like, 7. What the heck? What is the deal on this?
So they have the white swans with the years on them, which represent the year the house was built.
Oh, that makes a whole lot more sense. Because I thought, well, they should really start way down the block from me.
Mm-hmm.
That makes more sense. So
a lot of houses 1925, 19. There's one at 1918, I think.
1908 for the Frank Phillips Mansion.
1908.
1908, 1909 is when they started in 08 and finished in 09.
So if you're driving down Cherokee, which turns into Hillcrest, you'll notice these white swans in the front yards of people's houses. I don't have one.
Yeah, I kind of noticed they stopped right about the Frank Phillips Mansion, and didn't come on down to our neighborhood. So I was wondering about that.
1920, I think it's 1925. Our house was built. 1928, 1925, something like that.
Mine's younger at 1940.
40?
Yep.
So there's a little OK Mozart Bartlesville trivia for you if you see white swans in people's front yards. I think it's only on Cherokee, though. I don't think it's on any other.
That's the only historic drive they show in that. And that's what it is. It's a historic drive. There's a lot of houses that are hid on there that are Phillips Brothers homes or whatever that are along that strip.
Phillips Brothers?
Mm-hmm. Frank and he had like two other brothers over there, and I forgot what their names are, because they didn't own the oil company. They did other stuff.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Unboxing.
Yes. Oh.
So we've for the last several weeks we've been unboxing Kellogg's cereals, trying to get the collection of Frisbees, and we got like the Hulk and Thor, the Iron Man and Captain America. The Black Widow and
Hawkeye, the two least
so we're trying to get this one right up here. That's the one we need. And so this week we've done Frosted Flakes, we've done
Corn Pops, Rice Krispies, and
Fruit Loops.
Yep.
So now we're doing Apple Jacks.
I'm jacked about the Apple Jacks.
We've every box we've opened, we got a new Frisbee, except last week we got a duplicate. So that was the first duplicate we've got. So we're unboxing. Here it is. See, it has never been opened. Here we go.
Apple Jacks, one of my favorite. Now, sugary,
one of the
unhealthy cereals.
All three boxes at first, the prize was in the cereal.
Yeah.
Last week, the prize was outside between the box and the.
And I wonder if there was one inside. Maybe it was a mistake.
So is there one inside the box, or is there one inside the? It looks like it's one of the.
Pull that bad boy out there. If you want to hand me the bowl, I'll hold it.
There it is. So we had a bowl here provided by Jude, just in case.
You know what that reminds me of? Dirty Rotten Scoundrels. One of the best movies ever.
With Steve Martin and Martin Short.
Steve Martin and Caine guy. What's his face? He's British.
Oh, Michael Caine.
Michael Caine, yeah. I'll talk about it later.
You can talk about that when we get to the numbers on procrastination.
Oh, right before that, I'll get to right before the numbers on procrastination. Talk about that.
So that just looks funny, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That's all I'm going to say about that.
It's double sealed.
Double sealed for your protection.
And extremely hard to open.
Dun, 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 we got a duplicate. So we still have yet to get the one we're looking for. So there's 4 of them. So anyway,
you want to toss those? Get it? Because it's Frisbee.
Yeah, I'm going to toss it.
See what I did there?
I'm going to toss it out of here if we don't watch it.
Yeah.
All right, well, that's about it for the Scott and Jay Show. You can find us on Facebook at Scott and Jay Show. You can find us on Twitter, Scott and Jay Show, Instagram, Scott and Jay Show, and YouTube, youtube.com/Scott and Jay Show.
There you go.
So
I think this is a Scott and Jay Show.
Yeah,
Yes.
so subscribe. You can hit the subscribe button on YouTube, and I think that's about wraps it up.
I was going to talk about Dirty Rotten Scoundrels.
Oh, that's right. Okay, go ahead.
So in the Dirty Rotten Scoundrels, Steve Martin was the Rupert the Monkey Boy, and they said, "Hey, we're moving to Oklahoma," and Steve Martin. To open.
Didn't read that. Here we go, right here.